Hello, dear Earthlings. Light of Elaine here. Wanted to talk today about toxic cycles and relationships and how they're connected to our inner child. Ooh, fun stuff. So, I felt led to do this video based on a lot of my clients' needs and also what I've experienced in my life. And at some point, we've all had relationships that did not work out, and there were repetitive cycles of individuals that we kept seeing resurface over and over. And many times, it's due to inner child wounding that we never addressed. And the three big wounds that children face when they're in their early years, not getting their primal needs met. And this isn't a video about being upset about our parents. It's more about just being aware and cognizant of these wounds. So if you didn't get needs met and you may have not felt secure, protected, loved, and it doesn't have to be traumatic, it could just be a pattern that you experience with a parent or a caregiver at the early ages of your life, the first 7 years mostly, for the root chakra development. So rejection, abandonment, and betrayal. And that causes us to look for individuals for the wrong reasons. Because, in essence, if we have not really worked those wounds out or done the inner work within ourselves and feeling whole and complete on our own with self love and feeling self assured, or even just having self regulation techniques that you foster whenever needed, it causes us to attract people that are magnets to what we're deficient in. So, for instance, if you felt isolated a lot, didn't have emotional connection with a parent, you may have gotten into people pleasing or fawning just to become more accepted and loved. So it'll cause you to overextend yourself and overdo in a relationship just to get that validation from the partner. And unhealthy attachment styles are created from these wounds. It can cause us to become anxious, overly attached, needy, feeling a separation anxiety, needing to have control over situations, or an avoidance style where we're not looking at things, we're shunning, we're just removing ourselves and avoiding these discussions. And one common thing nowadays in the dating world is the whole ghosting phenomenon. People just rather not speak and just stop communication altogether, just to avoid those adult conversations. So it's something that we need to look at because we want to attract the right people. We want to draw the people that are in resonance with us, but we must do the work. We must look at the patterns and see what took place, what relationships did you fall into the same cycle of needing to be needed or wanted and not self-assured, what took place in your life that created this wound. And it could be as simple as just having a conversation with your inner child or your inner adolescent whenever those patterns took place and say, hey, you're not unsafe. You're here, you're protected, you're loved by me, and you don't have to feel anxious or worried or invalidated for who you are. Pouring that energy back in ourselves is great medicine, so that when we take the time to repair and review, we will then attract people that are whole on complete on their own, rather than licking each other's wounds or creating a trauma bond or even just being addicted to chaos. Because when your inner child is used to these irregularities, these inconsistencies, and these highs and lows, subconsciously you are drawn to that. So drama feels normal, and someone that truly is right for you feels kind of boring because we're looking for that fix that we're used to. So as a child, if you were used to these irregularities, you're going to seek that. or you're going to sabotage or self-betray yourself because you're just not used to it being good for you. So take a look at those wounds. Pour back into you. Understand that you have the power to be emotionally aware and make those connections. And when you do have those aha moments, you realize that you're the one getting in your own way and you hold yourself accountable rather than victim blame and point fingers. No, we're moving beyond that world. It's time for us to step up, acknowledge, own, and pour into us. And I promise you, the right people will show up when you do that. Much love, dear Earthlings. Have a blessed day.